Potato Mommy, and welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. I make mom life and natural hair inspired YouTube content, which you should subscribe to. Okay, before we get into the business of today, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not in the best mood. We just had a little blowout, tear, fight, tantrum, temper situation. So I'm filming with a backseat passenger, and yeah. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the life lessons I learned in the past 23 years, but most of them, if not all of them, were kind of learned within the 2 years, like give or take 2 years that I have been a mother / pregnant. I feel like that's when I learned my biggest life lessons, so we're just gonna get into that. If you hear snoring or possibly tears, I apologize, that's just Jessie. But I had to film this video, and this is the only time I had to do this. So yeah, also, if you're watching this video, it has been posted on March 18th. Today's March 17th, but I am posting it tomorrow, which is March 18th, meaning it's my birthday, and I am 23. So leave me a comment, say happy birthday, and if you wanna, help make my day, then subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. So, getting straight into the video. The first, I think, and the most important thing that I learned in these past 23 years, or that I learned as a young mother, is no matter what, at all costs, always protect your peace. You do not owe every single person an explanation. And like, I've always been the type of person who loves to post on social media about myself, my life, whatever. But when I fell pregnant, I completely went off the radar, totally. And I know a lot of people think it's because I was embarrassed or so on and so forth, but the truth is, or it's like I was like, other people have asked me, like, if I thought about abortion and stuff like that. The truth is, I found out I was pregnant probably when I was only 3 to 4 weeks into it. If I wanted an abortion, I could have had one, and I wasn't embarrassed. I just needed to deal with things in my own time, at my own pace, and in my own way. And I knew that talking about it to other people, even people who were my friends, people who I consider really close friends of mine, was not going to be the best way for me personally to embrace and accept and deal with the situation I was in. So I took my time, and I'm honestly not apologetic for it to this day. I think it's the best decision I ever made, because what I'm trying to say is, if you're ever in a situation and you feel like you're not ready to discuss it with people, no matter how close they are, no one is entitled to your explanation. And that's just the honest truth. Like, it could be your best friend, but if you are not ready to share your story or whatever you're feeling, don't be made to feel guilty for it, because the most important thing is just to protect your peace, protect your energy. And for me, it was more than that, because I now had a child, and I wasn't going to just put myself out there, because it wasn't like I was just putting myself out there. I was putting him out there as well, and it was such a risk, because there were so many like uncertain aspects to my life at that time, our life at that time. So I just needed to take a step back and see who was like still a valuable addition to our lives and who had to go. Not to say like there were people who, I don't know, it's not like I was like, bitch, you need to leave just because I have a baby. But I did have to then start being way more conscious and intentional with like the people I was bringing into our lives. Which then leads into my next point, which is that sometimes friendships just have to end. Like, sometimes time is not really a determining factor of who is worth keeping in your life and who is not. Like, the time, or like the length of time that you've known someone doesn't really mean that, like, say if you've known someone for longer, it means they care for you more. Because sometimes you can know someone for years and years and then know someone else for months, and the person you thought you knew the longest, or the person you thought cared for you more since you knew them longer, could actually be the one who stabbed you in the back. And I'm not going to say anything about that, okay? Don't be triggered, but it's just facts. I completely stopped talking to people who I had known for years. Now it's like they're complete strangers to me, and I don't regret it, because it was beneficial to me. Because for me personally, if you weren't going to support me whilst I was pregnant and going through the pits, then don't come trying to support me now. I had people who were my best friends at school at the time, and as soon as I disclosed to them that I was pregnant, because I told very few people personally. Other people just found out through gossip and rumors, but I personally told extremely, like, very few people. I can count on one hand the people I told myself. And people I thought I was, like, disclosing personal information to, people I thought were going to keep things to themselves, you know, out of disrespect of the fact that there was, of course, an unborn baby, and disrespect for me as your friend, completely went and told any and every person they possibly could about my situation, which I'm not really upset about, because I wasn't embarrassed about the fact that I had a baby. I just chose not to tell people because, like I said, I was protecting my peace, I was protecting my energy, I was protecting my baby. But it did then make me think, okay, you know, if this is how someone acts when you need them the most, that's not someone that I really want to be associated with. It's not someone that I really want to have in my life. I mean, if I meet you today, I'm going to smile at you. I might hug you. We're going to talk. We're going to catch up, everything. But don't think I'm ever going to stop for a second and let you in on what's really going on with me. The best you're going to get is the stuff I post on my Instagram, and that's nothing. That's the stuff I choose to show you. Which also leads into my next point. Okay, the next thing I was going to say is, if you are grown enough to understand that social media is a toxic place for you, then you're also grown enough to remove yourself from the toxicity. Like, I have heard numerous times people just being like, oh, Instagram is so toxic. Everyone makes you feel like you don't have enough money, or you're not pretty enough, you don't have nice clothes, your body isn't cute enough, and blah, 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 blah. And at this point, I feel like, no offense, but that makes sense if you're like really young and you just kind of follow the crowd and you just give in, like you're gullible, you're young, and you're like, you just joined social media and you're like bright-eyed and you're excited, like it's like Instagram and I'm on Instagram and blah blah blah. But once you're a bit older and you know what you want in your life, explain to me why then you would purposefully go and follow people and pages that make you feel like you don't have enough money, or make you feel like you're not beautiful enough, or make you feel like you need to change X about your body or X about your face. You need to do this to your hair, you need to do that to your nails, and stuff that you're not comfortable with, simply to fit in. Because personally, I don't think anyone ever posts anything on social media in order to make people feel jealous. That's like, I think, like with influencers, I feel like influencers, they're just doing their job. I don't think anyone ever posts anything on social media to make thousands of people feel jealous. It's about how you perceive it. But if whatever I am posting on my social media, or if my content is making you feel less than, or is making you feel like you're not enough, then remove yourself. Like, unfollow me. Why are you checking for people that make you feel like you're shit? And another thing is, you can't stop living just because you made a mistake, or you can't stop living just because of people's opinions. Like, okay, sorry, Papa. That. Sorry. Jessie, yes, Mama. Eating sugar, no, Mama. Telling lies, oh, Mama. Open your mouth, ha, ha, ha. Sorry about that, but anyway, you can't stop living just because of people's opinions. You can't stop living your life, or you can't stop doing the things you want to do just because people look at you and think, oh, Papa, are you waking up? Like I was saying, you cannot stop living just because of people's perceptions. If people think you're a whore, if people think you're disgusting, if people think you're you made stupid decisions, you made wrong decisions, you're not a good Christian, whatever people think about you, that shouldn't be enough to stop you from living your life. Shouldn't be enough to stop you from doing the things you want to do. If anything, use people's hate as motivation. Fuel yourself with it. Like, thrive on it. Like, keep it coming. Because whilst they're wasting their energy and their time hating on you, you could be using your time to better yourself. Well, all I'm saying is, you know, like, life is tough and life teaches us a lot. But if you ever feel like giving up, I hope that I could be the person who makes you think twice about it, because everyone has a second chance. Trust me, mistakes equal chances. You will always get a chance to fix your mistake. It might not come in the form you wanted to or you expected to. It might not always present itself the way you expect it to, but you always will. And it's up to you to take that and grab it by the horns and run with it, or to completely give up. And I hope no one ever gives up on life. No one ever gives up on themselves, because your life is so precious. And wow, I'm gonna start crying. This is the day before my birthday. Look at me. But yeah, okay, I'm just gonna end this video here because I think I just kind of derailed completely. I'm actually getting ready. I have a birthday photo shoot today, but the weather is really crappy. The sky is totally overcast, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. But thank you so much for watching. Wish me a happy birthday in the comments. Subscribe if you'd like to have more, you know, raw, detailed, in-depth chit chats. Then definitely do tell me. I have no problem filming. I have no problem telling people my story and whatever. Maybe someone could benefit from it. But yeah, if this got too emotional for you, I am so sorry. I apologize profusely. But just like the video anyway. My next couple of videos are gonna be way more fun. It's gonna be like birthday vlogs. So yeah, from me, Potato Mommy, and from Little Potato, that is it, guys. We will catch you guys in the next one. We are sending you guys love and light. Bye.